carried out a market survey and discovered that Zambia is at less than 1% of production of strawberries, and that we are purely dependent on the import market to satisfy the local market. So we went into strawberry growing on large scale, and up to now, at present, we have a 60,000 plants plantation where we are actually satisfying the local market and also the export market. So we've steadily established ourselves with the local market by supplying the local hypermarkets, hotels and cafes and other food processors. And we've also gone into export in the southern region of Africa with Congo and prospects, speaking to Malawi, where we'll be commencing our supply very soon. We've also gotten prospects to supply in the European Union, and we are still at the stage of logistics. Right now, we're at a stage where we want to upscale our production of seedlings and also other equipment to make sure that we cater for all the product services that we can produce from strawberries. So we have a team of 12 led by myself, and we have a financial controller, we have an operations manager, and also a production manager that leads the day-to-day operations of the business. So our upscale right now would need to upscale our productions of seedlings up to a standard of about 300,000 for this year only to next year, and also buy a cooler unit for storing strawberries that we have harvested, and also a dehydrator, a fruit dehydrator, because we have reached a point where we have been approached by a local food processor to supply them with dehydrated strawberry fruits. So our ask is $57,900 to facilitate the purchase of these items and the production.
The poultry industry is one of the key industries for economic recovery in Zambia, and we are happy to be part of that industry, but we have a few challenges. The industry itself is oligopolistic, with a few big companies dominating and controlling input costs and product prices. This is made worse with the cost of doing business, which has been escalating in the past few years. For instance, it cost me 32 kwacha to raise a chicken to 6 weeks in 2019. It cost me 50 kwacha now. At Bahama, we're not sleeping. We are game changers with my youth food team of an engineer, an agriculturalist, and a meat processing expert. We are taking advantage of backward and forward integration of the chicken value chain. So we are making feed on site at the farm. We have an abattoir where we slaughter chickens at exactly 6 weeks, and a processing room where we're adding value to our products.
I think you've got a very good initiative in that you are also employing the youths or incorporating the youths in your initiatives. I just wanted to know if the market is really there, because I know that it's a very congested market for the type of product that you are running. I don't know if the market is really there for you to expand to all these other areas. And is there anything specific to you targeting? There are certain areas that you've mentioned, specific in Tendere, Bauleni. Is it your target market, or you don't want to sell in Kamlonga or any other of these other markets?
So I would like to model what we're doing in Chawama and Jack, and so set up market stands actually, and sell products which are cheap, which the low-income households can afford. This has worked in Chawama because last year when the businesses closed, we actually got more income from those areas, as opposed to the big customers who actually get our products on credit. We're getting cash.
Lifestyle diseases are on the increase, and one of the leading factors is excessive intake of junk food. So some of the health effects of taking junk food include obesity, diabetes, loss of memory, and depression. The food market, however, knows only too well how to market and sell all the unhealthy options. The fruit, which we should be eating more of, is very expensive and unfortunately not available all year round. In the season when we have an abundance of fruit, unfortunately up to 30% of it goes to waste. So Platinum Sky Tropical Bliss products brings you a healthy snack alternative by preserving the fruit that would otherwise go to waste. Our products range from assorted dried fruits to a cereal mix, which is a mixture of fruit and nut, which can be mixed in any cereals, plain cereals, cornflakes, porridges. We also have honey-coated ginger, which helps to boost your immunity. So from drying our products using solar energy, packaging them in eco-friendly packaging, and delivering to our clients using a smart bicycle service, Platinum Sky is alive to climate change and is determined to mitigate the effects.
As the founders of Apex, we have been able to invest amounts in excess of $50,000 in the business. We've also managed to access $40,000 to put in the business from financial institutions. For the next leg of our journey, we are looking at accessing an additional $60,000 that we intend to give to additional MSMEs to help them start or grow their businesses. The management team at Apex is made up of myself and Winnie Lambert. I am a fellow of the Association of Chartered and Certified Accountants. Winnie has an MBA from Leicester University. Between us, we have over 20 years experience, some of it in financial services sector. We are supported by an able team of sales executives.
So what sort of interest rates are you charging?
We are charging something like 10%.
10%?
Yes.
Okay. And the default rates?
The default rate, we experienced quite a turbulent period during the COVID-19, the first wave of the COVID-19. Because a lot of these women just couldn't sell. So we've had to restructure those loans. Of course, we took a hit as a business, but by again refinancing them still, we are still finding a way to recover even the loans that were earlier defaulted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many people are you dealing with now? What is your loan book size?
In terms of numbers, we have about 500.
500.
Yes.
And in money terms?
Our loan book is sitting at somewhere just over 3 million.
3 million cost.
Yes, had to.
Okay.
In 1999, after an illness with my mother, after several tests were conducted on her, it was finally found that she had black water fever, a very rare condition of complicated malaria. Because of the lack of adequate data, the medical practitioners were not able to make a quick diagnosis and treatment follow-up plan. I lost my mother. Lighthouse Consultancy has recognized that there's inadequate data in the market, right? And to mitigate this, we are saying that we will provide quality data that is clean, current, and relevant, so that organizations, government, development workers can make informed decisions to improve the lives of people. We will work in the sectors of health. We have already actually been working in the sectors of health, water and sanitation, and agriculture. And our target market are governments, NGOs, and people in the development world.
I'm the founder of Slate Trash Recycle, a plastic recycling company to recycle for the health of our environment. I was inspired to start this business when I was on a road trip to Botswana a few years ago, and I came across two Zambian men who were having a conversation about how it's so illegal to litter in Botswana compared to here in Zambia. And the man that was telling the story went ahead to mindlessly litter. So that didn't sit well with me. I asked myself, what can I do? What can I do to change people that think like him? So I decided to start a business where I call on to the community to bring to me used plastic waste for a fee. And I recycle that into plastic pallets and flakes and sell to plastic manufacturing companies for their plastic production units. We are a startup company and we're just setting up. I have on my team, I have an architecture, a researcher, and an accountant, and myself, an auditor.
You have the infrastructure. What is the current capacity?
We just cleared land, just purchased my piece of land in Muflira Kito Road.
So you're not doing any recycling yet?
No, we haven't started. We hope to be operational by December.
Okay. What is your assessment of the viability of this business?
I think it's very viable because plastic manufacturing companies buy plastic, the pallets they buy are virgin pallets from China, and mine will be locally produced, meaning they'll be cheaper because there'll be no importation costs.
Mayo, we,